It's no news that several odd-looking creatures have been spotted ashore on beaches. Some of them are mysteries that still can't be explained. From clawed creatures to giant-looking trees, here are 15 things they found on this beach that shocked the world. Number 15. Megalodon tooth. What could be more shocking than spotting a megalodon tooth on a beach? Well, in 2022, a 6-year-old Sammy Shelton found a large fossilized shark tooth. This tooth is believed to be that of the megalodon. This happened when the kid went about looking for shells and fossils on Bodsea Beach. The tooth measured about 3.25 inches in the sand and 4 inches when it was picked up. Though it was normal to find shark teeth in the sand, a tooth that size would most definitely draw attention. According to an expert, the tooth was confirmed to be that of the megalodon. Megalodon is an extinct large shark species and one of the largest species to have ever existed millions of years ago. Peter Sheldon, the kid's father, said he was sleeping with the tooth near his bed. With this discovery, there have been too many speculations that this creature still exists. Number 14. Grunion spawn. Grunion spawn is probably one of the cutest things you'd see on the beach. You may think otherwise at first glance, but these fish are only producing babies on the beach. Grunions are fishes known for their unusual mating ritual. During very high tides, the female grunion come up on sandy beaches and dig its tail into the sand to lay eggs. When it does that, the male then wraps himself around the female, depositing his sperm. The eggs laid by the female grunion stay hidden in the sand for about 10 days. When the next set of high tides occur, the eggs then hatch, and the young grunions wash out into the sea. Number 13. Rescued sea turtle. In 2022, a 900-pound leatherback sea turtle was spotted entangled in a fishing net. Not only was it entangled, but it also dragged 4 full cinder blocks along the floor. Luckily, members of Coast Guard Station Brant Point came to its rescue. According to sources, the line was wrapped around her neck and one of her fins. The sea turtle, to everybody's surprise, didn't hesitate to refuse rescue. They were able to get the ropes out of her body, and the sea turtle didn't sustain any serious injuries. She was released straight away into the ocean. Another sea turtle was also rescued by some volunteers of the wildlife team. The sea turtle had a fishing net stuck in her throat, making her unable to spit it out or ingest it. How this fishing net got stuck on the body of a turtle is still yet to be discovered. It was said to be the biggest sea turtle they'd ever encountered, though. Number 12. Mysterious blue creature. While we may expect UFOs to bring about an alien invasion, mysterious alien-like creatures have been spotted on Australian beaches invading human territory. Catching the attention of visitors at the beach, these mysterious blue creatures caused quite the scare. People wondered what they might be as they hadn't seen anything like it. Some people went through the trouble of picking them up. Sadly, they experienced immense pain after. It caused panic among residents, and they alerted marine experts to examine the creature. The marine experts soon discovered that this blue creature was indeed a bluebottle jellyfish to be exact. These creatures often wash up on the shore during summer. Though it isn't poisonous when in contact with humans, it causes immense pain due to its sting. Beachgoers were advised to avoid contact with this creature whenever they spotted them ashore. People didn't seem to listen though, as about 3,239 people were stung in 2019 alone. Number 11. Giant eyeball. Like something from a fantastical treasure movie, the discovery of a giant eyeball remains a major archaeological head-scratcher. In fact, it's the last thing anybody would expect to see on a beach. However, in 2012, this bizarre-looking giant big eye was spotted on a beach in Florida. Instead of whisking it away, this beachgoer decided to hand it over to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. When it was posted, the internet went crazy with questions like, whose eye is it? Some thought it to be the eye of a giant squid. Though scientists initially thought it to be the eyeball of a large fish like a swordfish, deep water fish, or cetacean, they're yet to discover which marine animal it belonged to specifically. Their best guess is that of a swordfish though, perhaps pulled off by a fisherman and thrown overboard. Number 10. Dead whale full of plastic. Even the most remote places can't hide from the scourge of plastic trash. Over the years, the world's oceans have become home to major plastic debris, and sea animals have either become trapped in them or have fed on them. With plastic in the ocean becoming a hot topic, people have often criticized the use of single-use disposable waste plastic items in the sea, which have become more of a death sentence for aquatic life. 2018, a dead sperm whale was found washed ashore on a beach in Indonesia. What was even more shocking was that this whale had swallowed loads of plastic trash, ranging from plastic cans to bags. This 32-foot enormous whale had nearly 13 pounds of plastic waste in its stomach. The waste also included 1,000 pieces of string flip-flops and about 115 drinking cups, which is very disheartening. According to National Geographic, the ocean contains over 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic trash, and marine animals are becoming entangled in this debris. This dead whale is just one example of how much waste lies in the depths of the oceans. Knowing that Indonesia is one of the world's largest plastic-producing countries may not be so shocking to imagine the level of plastic debris in its oceans. Number 9. Clawed creature. Despite the level of strange creatures washed ashore daily, this clawed creature was one that quite shocked the world. In a recent video that surfaced on the internet, a man called Alex Tan, who was jogging on a beach one morning, stumbled on a dead, mysterious-looking creature. This video was posted via his Instagram page. The creature had a reptilian-like skull, flabby limbs, a long tail, and claws. What was even more shocking was that most of the flesh on its head was gone, leaving the skull to be clearly visible along with other parts of its body. This sight sparked an online debate with many speculations. While some argued that it could have been a dead kangaroo, others believed it to be a dead and rotten animal. However, some still claim this creature was nothing but an extraterrestrial marine creature that's yet to be identified. Number 8. A giant drift log. A giant humongous tree might be the last thing on your mind when you think of things that wash ashore on a beach. So even with your imagination running wild, you're still gonna marvel at the sight of this drift log. Just by the shores of the west coast of LA, Push, and Washington, several trees were spotted. These trees filled the shores of the beach. According to reports, it wasn't uncommon for trees to be carried by powerful winds and high tides, then washed ashore. But this giant logwood was quite enormous, nothing like anyone had seen before. It was said to have washed ashore from the Olympic National Park. On the 5th of April 2010, a retired school teacher known as Philip Lockman captured this drift log. The tree was so big that even Lockman's daughter Amanda, who was about 6 feet tall, was not up to half its size. Though the tree wasn't exactly measured, it's expected to be over 200 feet long and 13 feet wide around the trunk, making it one of the biggest drift logs to ever be seen and washed ashore. Eyewitnesses were mesmerized by the size of this tree alone. Number 7. Snowball. Snowballs aren't exactly uncommon, but giant ones washing up ashore on a Siberian beach sorta left the world marveled. 2016, it was reported that several giant snowballs washed up ashore mysteriously. At first, some thought it was an elaborate prank or a sci-fi movie set, until they discovered the snowballs were actually natural. Measured up to 3.2 feet across and covered an 18-kilometer stretch of the coastline. According to sources, these snowballs resulted from rare environmental conditions where fragments of ice are gradually rolled into spherical shapes by wind and water currents. Locals were so marveled by these sightings that they posed for pictures and videos. The Weather Network shared a video of these giant snowballs explaining how they came to be. Number 6. Eel-like creature. In 2018, a man named Jeff Warren and his son were walking on a beach at Wolf Island National Wildlife Refuge in Georgia when they spotted an eel-like creature with a decaying body. This animal had body features which made some believe it had been a prehistoric ocean monster. When its images went viral, people were baffled at the sight. Several users came up with speculations about what kind of creature it was. Others concluded the creature may be a dead shark. On closer inspection, they discovered heron and seagulls pulling out the guts of the creature to feed on. They also discovered that the bizarre sea creature had an elongated head and a small neck that shocked the world. Though it was assumed to be a dead seal at first, more information revealed that it resembled a plesiosaur. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, a 30-foot basking shark can decompose in a way that it looks like it has a long neck and tiny head, much like a prehistoric creature. Several other eel-like creatures have been found on islands across the U.S. Number 5. A large blue whale. A large blue whale was known to have been rescued by some Indians from the sea on Longa Beach, located in the Maharashtra coastal Konkani in India. These Indians were on a rescue mission to save the dying whale that was still breathing. This whale was about 47 feet long, which was twice the size of any whale they'd seen before. Since the whale was weak but still alive, these Indians did their best to help it. According to sources, the whale had looked dehydrated and weak when it was spotted, and judging from its condition, it was speculated that the creature was possibly stuck in shallow waters for about 2 days. Thankfully, they'd found the whale in time to save his life. It took about 50 people, including forest officials, and 2 boats to carry out the rescue op and push this whale back into the water. Number 4. Jellyfish-infested beach. August 2021, thousands of jellyfish were captured washing up on a beach in Crimea. According to residents, this infestation prevented tourists from enjoying their sunbaths at the beach. Not only was this sight alarming, people feared being stung by the jellyfish. The infestation looked like an alien landscape with swarms of them. These creatures were whitish and semi-transparent. They filled the water, so it was hard not to notice them. Many wondered why such infestation occurs. It's not the first time that a beach is infested with swarms of jellyfish, though. In 2022, a beach in Florida was also infested with them. That being said, it's now time for our unknown topic. Visiting beaches sometimes comes with unexpected discoveries, like a mermaid having a sunbath. Do you believe in mermaids? Well, watch this to know more about this discovery. Number 3. Strange mermaid. Ever wondered how the stories of mermaids sometimes feels too good to be true? Well, while many still believe them to be a myth or something to exist only in movies, there's been several sightings of mermaids in shallow waters and around beaches. In a now viral video, a strange mermaid-like creature was spotted. This creature didn't look like the fairy tale mermaid in movies. It had a bony structure, a fish tail, and gold-like skin. The strange creature was found resting on a pier. At first, the beachgoers thought it was a statue or an art installation. It was only when they began filming did they discover that this creature was actually real. It looked right at them and immediately dived back into the water. Several reports, however, have refuted the claims of the creature being an actual mermaid. Some say the video itself is fake, but are mermaids real? Well, this question's since been left unanswered. Number 2. Megalodon. While many think the megalodon to have gone extinct, there's been sightings to refute these claims. A group of beachgoers were astonished when they found a large shark laying on the beach. What shocked them even more was that this shark was bigger than most traditional sharks they had seen before, bringing up speculations if this was possibly a meg. This creature was said to have lived during the Cenozoic era, which was about 3.5 million years ago. Since then, it's been declared extinct. The shark pictured, however, is claimed to be a basking shark by marine experts, which can easily grow to 35 feet, making it easy to be mistaken for a meg. However, with all the speculation still going on, possibly a case of mistaken identity. Number 1. Stranded orca. With oceans being home to several marine wild animals, the orcas are one such creatures in the deep. They're the largest dolphins in the world and are often considered one of the world's most powerful predators. While many divers have sighted swimming orcas, it's quite shocking to see a stranded one. In 2021, a Good Samaritan man who visited the beach on the coast of British Columbia spotted a 20-foot orca that was stranded among the rocks. Seeing that the orca was still alive, he alerted a rescue team. But before the rescue team arrived, they had to help, knowing that a stranded orca was prone to being eaten by birds or other wild animals. People helped keep the orca alive, creating a human chain and passing buckets of seawater to keep the orca hydrated. When the rescue operators arrived, it took about 6 hours before the tide came in, washing the stranded orca back into the ocean. Over the years, other cases of stranded orcas have emerged. See you all next time!